Hello, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin, and I'm the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love. All of my books are available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings, 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, twin flame, romance, general readings, life, path, and purpose. You can book that at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. And don't forget to download my free Twin Flames affirmation meditation. The link is right here, right below. And welcome to the Twin Flame Guidance, where I guide you along the journey of a twin flame topic. And today's topic is grateful for bad relationships. And you might be thinking right now, maybe even before clicking on this video, you might be thinking, Michelle, that is like the stupidest thing I have ever heard. I've been in some bad relationships. They've been doozies, I will tell you. Well, I'm here to tell you something I discovered. So I've got my little detox tea to detox from those unhealthy relationships. We're certainly going to detox from them. You can see the steam coming out of my mug here. I've got my pumpkin candle going. Oh, it smells so good for autumn. And so we're going to get started on this topic. Grateful for bad relationships. You know, on this channel and just in general in my twin flame coaching and in my boot camps, right? Don't forget my boot camps. We talk a lot about forgiveness and transcendence and inner childhood healing, inner childhood wounds, and looking at the various things so that you can do your shadow work, so you can get over the dark night of the soul. And we look at all of these things to help you heal and to transform and grow on this twin flame journey. Not only on the twin flame journey, but so that you can grow in life in general. So we really do. When we're talking about healing, we place a lot of focus on forgiveness, 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 letting go of the past, detoxing from the past, letting go of those toxic emotions, and being able to unblock that blocked energy so that you can move on, move forward, and so that you can be a clean slate of unconditional love so that you and your twin flame can move forward successfully together. So we do focus a lot on that. And if that's something you're having trouble doing, you're really like struggling with that, I would say most definitely join my Twin Flame Divine Feminine Bootcamp number 2, and that link is below as well. But that one is the real focus on getting through all of those wounds and coming out on the other end a much better person for it. Now, this piece about grateful for bad relationships, it really came to me recently in some of this work that I had been doing alone and in some of the work that my sister actually helped me move through. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail on what drew me to this because that's something best reserved for the group coaching. It's something better reserved for like a more private and intimate setting. And I just may add a video to one of the boot camps about this in particular when it ties into my own personal journey. It's just, you know, I don't want to put my dirty laundry completely out there on YouTube. So it came to me when I was doing my work because I had done a lot of forgiveness work, believe me, and I have had my fair share of bad relationships, really my fair share of bad relationships. I can't say I've ever had a really good romantic relationship. I've had a decent one most recently, but I can't say they've ever been good. So to that end, I have much experience on this bad relationship level. And believe me, when all is said and done, there have been moments in time when I ended a relationship where I was just like, I just need to get rid of this. I need to get rid of this energy. I need to get rid of this. And I don't want to ever think about this ever again. Like, have you ever been in that situation where you got out of a toxic relationship, a relationship that really hurt you? And you're just like, oh, I just don't want to think about this anymore. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't want to think about it anymore. And you just feel like you need to put that in your past, put the past behind you. And a lot of times you might have not even grieved the relationship because you were so disappointed and sad and angry about that relationship. And I know because I've been there. So most recently, I was talking to an acquaintance, like a person who I barely know, who I see in social situations. But on 2 occasions where I saw this person in a social setting. Now, granted, I don't know this person very well. I know she happens to be going through a very tumultuous, contested, harsh divorce. And I've been divorced. I've gone through a custody battle. Like, I know what it's like to be in that situation. I totally know what it's like to be in that situation. This person, however, in the very brief interactions that I've had with her, has mentioned twice that she wishes her ex was dead so that she could just move on. Now, this is a very real feeling, and I'm not admonishing this person for having those feelings. But to say to total strangers that you wish your ex was dead on several occasions, it's a person who is crying out in pain. And believe me, like I said, I know because I've been there. So I know exactly where she's at because I've been there. Now, was I telling perfect strangers that I wish my ex was dead? No, but I thought it. No, I feel that there's just so much pain there, unresolved pain and unresolved trauma, that it's probably going to take her a while to get through that unresolved pain and trauma. So I did mention something to the effect of like, you know that you're going to have to get over that because if you don't, it's going to consume you. It will eat you alive from the inside while your ex may be moving on or doing different things with his life. That anger is going to consume you from the inside out. And so, and I don't think she truly believed me at the time. I think she really believes that her problems could be erased by the death of her ex, which again, I've been there. And oftentimes, don't we think that sometimes? We think like, if I could just erase my ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife off the face of the planet, that my life would be so much easier, wouldn't it? So we talk a lot about that sense of forgiveness for having been hurt by people from our past. But I'd like to take this today one step further, which I believe goes beyond forgiveness. So if you've reached the point of forgiveness, if you've reached the point at which you forgive yourself and you forgive the other person with whom you shared a story, a relationship, then you need to take it one step further, because you might be thinking, just like I thought, well, when I reach the point of forgiveness, I'm done. It's complete. It's over. Donezo. But there's one more step. There's one more step, and that is gratitude. That's gratitude. And that's even harder than forgiveness, in all honesty. It's really, really tough to have gratitude for the bad relationships. It's tough to have gratitude for the people that have harmed you and hurt you. It's really tough to get to that space and that place. And I think there's even one step further that goes beyond gratitude, and I will do that in another video, because through some mentors, I learned that there's one extra step, but I didn't know about this gratitude step. Maybe I knew, I just didn't think it was a part of my healing journey. And so I need to share it with you. So what does that mean? Gratitude for the bad relationships. It just means that if you have gone through any type of healing and transformation, and if you've gone through any amount of adversity in those bad relationships, then the gratitude for those relationships comes from a place of, I wouldn't be where I am today emotionally had it not been for those relationships, had it not been for that person. The place of gratitude needs to come from an actual, genuine place when you're moving through this on your healing journey. And when I say genuine place, it means you don't just say, oh, I'm grateful, thank you, thank you. It has to come from a deeply emotional space to realize that that person or persons, it could be several bad relationships, came into your life and played a role. Like they signed up to play a role in your life that pushed you to adversity, that pushed you to a place of discomfort, that pushed you to the brink where you were broken. And that person who has a pure soul signed up to be this type of villain, if you will, to help you. And so when you think back to all of your bad relationships and the players that were in those, find the gratitude in the situations where you came out a better person, even if I was broken at the beginning, but now I'm better. Have gratitude for each of those learning experiences and for the people that signed up to play those roles. And in the worst circumstances, in the most tumultuous, harsh people and situations, you can always find where you are grateful. And once you do that, there is a release that goes beyond forgiveness. There's an absolute release that goes well beyond forgiveness. Because, there's an adage that says, I can forgive, but I'm not going to forget. And a lot of times that is the situation where the hurt has been so monumental that you can come to a place of forgiveness for the other and for yourself, of course. But the forgetfulness part, it kind of lingers with you. And it might come in your dreams and your nightmares and your waking state, or in your reactions to other people that remind you of that past situation. But I'm finding that the gratitude for the role that they played in that bad relationship, it starts to erase the memory. And the reason why it starts to erase the memory is that you start to look at it from a different perspective. And when you start to look at it from a different perspective, there's a lot more compassion that comes with the memory. Because it's not as if this person was doing that to you. It was that they signed up to play a role, to have that experience with you. And so it really does shift things. So I'm very, very curious that if you reach this point of gratitude for bad relationships, I'd like to know, put in the comment section below, because I'd like to know if you have had that aha moment as well as I have had when it comes to gratitude for bad relationships, and if the forgiveness piece went beyond with the gratitude. Forgiveness is relatively easy, even though it's tough. It's relatively easy for many people because it's almost easier to forgive and move on than to stay anchored in the negative feelings and resentment. But having gratitude, like I said, it's that step beyond. And so please do put in the comment section if you've had this experience and what it did to you. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. And thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can join a boot camp or meditation course. You can also join our group coaching. The link is below. And I will see you in the next video.